Okay, sorry. Hello, it's us again. Nice to see ya.
It's been a while.
It's been far too fucking long.
When was the last time we did?
About 2 months ago, 3 months ago maybe.
So yeah, we've been watching the Daz Black
Shit with Andrew Tate.
and
Andrew Tate's a piece of shit.
You've been researching about Gabby Hanna
Yeah, and her drama.
with who is it?
Well, there's actually quite a few, because Gabby Hanna's just a sponge for fucking drama, but the one I've been doing currently, because it's the first ever drama that I know of, is Gabby Hanna and Jessie Smiles, because they had some beef, which I'll hopefully go through eventually when I decide to finish that video.
Before we get into the topics, we're just gonna speak a little bit about what's going
an
on.
update.
Yeah, so what's been going on with you? You've finally got your laptop back, finally working.
Yay.
You can do the Sims. The
Yeah,
only problem
I've
is
been recording Sims. I recorded my first speed build back, which was a Family Dynamics house build for my new challenge, which will be The Sims 4 Family Dynamics, which I have recorded. Fuck off. I have recorded the first 2 parts, maybe 3. I haven't uploaded any yet because I'm lazy. But I have an appointment tomorrow, so it probably won't be uploaded till about 5-6 PM maybe.
like kiddie friendly sort of like games.
SpongeBob.
We've recently been binge watching SpongeBob SquarePants. I used to watch it when I was a kid, but I still enjoy it. It still makes me laugh. So we started watching that. We've just finished that series. And I decided for the Clown Classics I wanted to do more like a kiddie friendly sort of like ones. So all my games like SpongeBob. I even enjoy some of the Disney ones. I might be uploading a few of them. I don't know yet. Just more kiddie friendly ones. I have been working on doing a lot of more live streams on Twitch, which I did do live streams because you go over that and over an hour. So I've been doing that, and I've been doing Bully, and I also will be at some point finishing the rest of Resident Evil 8, and then I'm going back to the first one and I'll be live streaming that. But yeah, that's me done.
To be quite fair, I didn't really know what other plans I have for my channel currently, my gaming channel. I think the Family Dynamics is going to be my first challenge back. I know that because I've already started that. But I think my next one's probably going to be the Runaway Teen, but I do plan on doing them kind of at the same time, where a Tuesday I'll upload the Family Dynamics, a Thursday I'll upload the Runaway Teen, and just do that every week. Just because I want you guys to have a variety on my channel. It'll still be Sims based, which is what my channel's always been. It'll still be Sims based, but I want it to be different challenges. I don't want to do a challenge and get 3 episodes in and quit, or get bored of the challenge. I do want to do it properly and do all 10 generations for the Family Dynamics challenge, and then once the Runaway Teen challenge is over, I might lead that challenge into the Legacy challenge, which will take over the Runaway Teen and use the same teen and family that I used in that challenge. So yeah, I think that's my plans. Not sure yet.
So that's basically.
But that's our update.
That's our updates for now. So let's get into the nitty gritty about this shit. So Daz Black, one of my favourite YouTubers. Mainly, I really enjoy his ghost hunting tours. I really enjoy them, and you get to see a side of Daz that's different. He's always been that nice kind of person and feminine like me. I'm a feminine person. I'm not a fighter. I'm
The
a lover.
reason I like Daz so much, especially his ghost hunting, is because he doesn't do what half of these creators do, where they're like 24 hours at 3 a.m. in fucking a haunted house that's currently their actual grandparents' house that's been built for like 20 years. But I like Daz because when he goes to these haunted places and when he's like doing the tour and stuff like that, he really goes into depth and it feels like an actual tour.
Yeah, the one
like
that
yeah,
got
they
me,
joke about, but it's an actual tour.
the one that got me that looked fucking amazing was they went into one in, where was it now? It was a museum.
I think it's in Sheffield. I think.
Well, I went to this museum and they had all these artifacts in, like cursed boxes, idle hands, ghost pictures. They had all sorts, and it was amazing. And Daz was doing it, and he was getting every single history. Pretty much, he doesn't show everything. Like he doesn't. He cuts it down so you get the most important things, like the most activity on a ghost. Like he'll do that, and that's what I enjoy about it. But for me, like that is one YouTuber I would just love to hang around with for like a day. And he is a awesome dude, and also he's a great dad as well. Like you can tell he's a great dad. Like the way he is with his daughter is like, that's how
I love their relationship. Like his daughter Sarah is so similar to him
she's
that
funny.
it's just
She's
like
funny.
they're the perfect match. Like I couldn't imagine Daz having any other daughter, and I couldn't imagine Sarah having any other dad.
Having a
like,
boy though. That boy would be exactly like him.
But you know, one person that I wouldn't like to be with, Andrew Tate.
Oh yeah, Andrew Tate.
Fuck Andrew Tate.
So we're gonna look at the Wikipedia because
bear in mind the Wikipedia isn't always right. But I know what Andrew Tate's done. The whole of the fucking internet knows.
So,
and even fucking, I don't know, fucking Hitler knows probably.
The Queen.
Everyone knows.
But me, personally, I never knew who Andrew Tate was. I don't pay attention to...
I didn't actually know, believe it or not, until Daz until I seen it over TikTok, and everyone was like, you need to watch Daz's video when it comes out. You need to. And then I was like, what the fuck's going on? Who's Andrew Tate?
We have to admit, Andrew Tate has been ruined.
So if you don't know who Andrew Tate is, this is the absolute fucking...
by a gamer.
Arsehole. I will use that word, and I ain't using it fucking lightly. Arsehole.
Right, so let's get into the nitty gritty about it. So
basically, if you don't know who Andrew Tate is, I'll give you like the early life and where he was brought up and stuff like that, and then we'll get into the dark fucking soul that is this prick.
Well, not the dark soul, but, you know.
But basically, Andrew Tate was born on December the 14th, 1986 in Chicago, Illinois, whatever. Raised in Luton, England. His African American father, Emory Tate, was a chess international master. His mother worked as a catering assistant. Tate learned to play chess at the age of 5 and competed in an adult tournament as a child, although his father withdrew him as soon as he lost and become frustrated.
So this is his early career.
Kickboxing career, to be exact. What did I tell you? Just read it. Gosh.
In 2005, Tate started practicing boxing and martial arts on the side. In 2009, while employed in selling TV...
Also, you're not in the frame. I'm just going to bring you this bit a little bit.
Shall I start again? Yes,
I'll move this way.
In 2005, Tate started practicing boxing and martial arts on the side. In 2009, while employed in selling television advertising, he won the International Sport Karate Association Full Contact Cruiserweight Championship in Derby, England, and was ranked number 1 in his division in Europe. Though he had won 17 of his 19 fights, he said it was his first belt and title. Tate won his first ISKA, the Karate Association, world title in a rematch against Luke Bennett via knockout, having previously lost to Bennett by decision in 2013. Tate won his second ISKA world title in a 12-round match, making him world champion in 2 different weight divisions. The fight was held in, never gonna fucking pronounce it,
The fight was held in Châtillon-Renard, France. It was fucking held in France, alright?
Big Brother and online mentions.
Well, that was my bit.
Cut.
I only read one paragraph. Right, so as he said, the Big Brother Online Ventures in fuck off, you bastard. In 2016, was a guest on the 17th season of Big Brother. Tate came under
scrutiny
for his homophobic and racist comments on Twitter. After the release of a video in which Tate appeared to be a woman with a belt, which is actually on the internet, so if you want to see it, don't know fucking why, but if you want to see it, if you believe in Andrew Tate, then go search it, I guess. Tate was removed from the show after only 6 days of participation. Tate stated that he was great friends with the woman featured in the video and said that the actions were consensual. Tate's personal website offers training courses on getting rich and male-female interactions. According to the website, he operates a webcam studio using girlfriends as employees. Tate and his brother started a webcam business in Romania using webcam girls to sell sob stories to desperate men, claiming to have made millions of dollars doing so. They admitted that their business model is a total scam.
Tate operates Hustlers University, a website where members pay a monthly membership fee in order to receive instructions on topics such as drop shipping and cryptocurrency. Substantial commission for recruiting other people to the website, though an affiliate marketing scheme. Some critics claim that the affiliate marketing scheme effectively functions as a pyramid scheme. Tate became highly prominent during 2022 by encouraging members of Hustlers University to post a large number of videos of him to social media platforms in an effort to maximize engagement.
So this is Tate's social media presence. Tate received attention for his tweets delineating his view of what qualifies as sexual harassment, aimed the Harvey Weinstein sexual abuse case. I think it's Harvey Weinstein. I don't know.
Yeah, they must have fucked up then.
And for tweeting several statements about his views that sexual assault victims share responsibility for their assaults. In 2017, Tate said that depression is not a real illness. Bullshit. Receiving significant backlash. 3 of Tate's tweet accounts were suspended at different times in 2021. An account he created to evade his previous ban was verified by Twitter contrary to their policies. The account appeared to have been part of a promotion with Bugatti. The account was subsequently permanently suspended, and Twitter said that the verification occurred in an error. Online, Tate initially became known among far-right circles through appearance on InfoWars and acquaintance with far-right figures such as Paul Joseph Watson, Jack Posobiec, and Mike Cernovich. Throughout 2022, this is considered to have become a cult-like figure on social media to many young, directionless men across several English-speaking countries, catering to anti-feminist views in particular. The White Ribbon Campaign, a non-profit advocating against male-on-female violence, consider Tate's commentary extremely misogynistic, and its possible long-term effect on his young male audience concerning Hope Not Hate, an advocacy group campaigning against racism and feminism, has commented that Tate's social media presence might present a dangerous slip road into the far right for his audience. In response to criticism levels at his misogynistic rhetoric, Tate stated that his content includes many videos praising women and mainly aims at reaching his audience to avoid toxic and low values people as a whole. He further stated that he plays an online character.
In August 2022, Tate was banned from Facebook and Instagram for violating their policies on hate speech and dangerous organizations and individuals, where videos featuring his name as a hashtag have been viewed 13 billion times, intentionally removed an account associated with him, saying they would investigate the matter further before removing his primary account, as well after determining that it violated their policy. Shortly thereafter, YouTube followed suit, making Twitch as the only major social media platform left to host Tate's content. Criminal investigation. Now this is, in a now deleted video posted to his YouTube channel, Tate stated that he decided to move to Romania because it was easier to be absolved of rape charges in Eastern Europe. In April 2022, Tate House was raided by the
Directorate for Investigating Organising Crime and Terrorism of Romania, which is basically just an American version of FBI.
I'll just call it that. Yeah, DCOT it's called. DCOT in relation to a human trafficking and rape investigation. The US Embassy had previously alerted Romania police that an American woman might be held at a property they raided, resulted in the recovery of an American woman and a Romanian woman. As of April 2022, Romanian authorities said that the investigation was ongoing. A US State Department spokesman referred to the reported abduction but declined to comment further. Privacy considerations, Tate denies any wrongdoing.
So we're not going to read the references because that's just boring, but I'm sure that there is a news article bless me about
So we can't
Right,
play
so
any
this,
videos.
yeah, we're not going to play any, because last time I done that I got copyrighted. Oh, bless me. Bloody hell. So this is, YouTube follows Instagram and Facebook to ban controversial influencer and its platforms. I was trying to see about the Daz Black thing, see if there's anything on the news. So basically, Daz uploaded a video. Hold on. So basically, Daz uploaded a video reacting to said videos of Tate beating the woman with the belt and stuff like that. And
Before we get into that, first of all, Daz has proven this. He just uploaded a video today. He's proven he has not made any money off that video. And if he was to make money off that video, he was going to donate that
to a women's domestic violence charity.
Right? So, if you're going for Daz and saying that Daz is just making it for money, you're fucking lying.
Well, we'll talk about our opinions at the end once I've read this. So it basically says Andrew Tate has been banned from social media including Facebook, TikTok and Instagram. His Athlete program for Hustlers University has also been stopped. The former kickboxer's misogynistic views have understandably been met with anger and backlash, but wrongingly, Tate has garnered I can't read the second word, across the world. His toxic influence has even poured into primary schools, with one teacher saying they had seen 11-year-old Tate telling female classmates they're fat and just use men for money. Tate's social media presence started descent last week when Meta banished the so-called internet personality from its platforms. TikTok and YouTube followed suit on Monday, August 22nd. Now, conversation has turned to whether YouTuber Daz Games has had any influence over the decision. In a verified clip watched by millions titled Daz Watches Andrew Tate, Daz delivers his candidate take on the former Big Brother contestant. And Daz also posted a tweet saying, "For your information, this is what a fat YouTube gamer can do." And he showed a picture of Tate's blocked accounts. He shared footage of Tate's abusive relationships, whilst one was claimed to have consensual, according to Tate. Daz said he gets off on hurting women, making them feel vulnerable, dominating them and letting them in their place. And that's really what's led Andrew to the top of the internet, where he's been searched more than Taylor Swift. Daz also said he had spoken with women who allegedly they had been subject to Tate's abuse, violence, sexual violence and assault. He was unable to share their call due to fear of exposure. Daz also pinpointed those who agree with some of his points say, "Oh, okay, wipe the slate clean. Let's just forget about it all because he said a few good things. You know who else did that? Hitler. Hitler gave great advice to people in his lifetime. He killed millions of people though." He added, "You have to weigh up a person. Even the most corrupt, evil people have a good side. But when you weigh it up, you have to judge a person by their actions and dig a little deeper." The people off Twitter were quick to praise Daz for his video and urged others to watch it. One Twitter user said, "Just finished watching the new video that Daz Games did about Andrew Tate. And all I have to say is that I have so much respect for Daz. He knows what he is saying and he is such a good person. Thank you, Daz. Another said, literally seconds into the YouTuber Daz game video into Tate. And honestly, how the fudge can anyone look at him and think, yeah, he's my role model? Many more delivered. Daz's video prompted social media and act. So someone called Jake Lucky, after a video from gamer and YouTuber Daz Black went viral, Andrew Tate has been banned from both Facebook and Instagram. Some other user said, you're telling me it took until Daz Game said something for people to report Andrew and get him banned on almost everything. Another tweet said, y'all can we just take a moment to appreciate that Daz Games is one of the reasons Andrew Tate got banned on all social media, an absolute king. Some angry Tate fans hit back at the YouTuber, mocking his weight and asking him what colour is your Bugatti, Daz, a phrase often used by Tate stans. I think it says Andy100 has reached out to Meta and TikTok for comment. So that's basically how the Daz watches went.
Well, I don't think that's what I'm saying. Like, I have so much respect for like Daz, and I have a lot of respect for other YouTubers as well. Like, even the Paul brothers, like, I have respect for them, but I don't like them. I don't like their content. I don't like their persona. I just like the fact that, like, Logan, he's grown up a bit. Like, J. Paul, still a prick, you know. Still the same thing, but with Daz, it's more like he admits that he's like, he couldn't win him in the fight, but what is it gonna prove? If they go into a boxing ring or whatever, even if Daz did do kickboxing or whatever, and he went in and he went to the gym and he worked out and he did everything, what's that gonna prove?
That's saying, like, if you haven't watched Daz's video, I recommend you go watch it. I'm sure you have a spare 59 minutes to go and watch that video. Daz makes very, very good points. That man knows what the hell he's talking about. That man has been in an abusive relationship.
Well, we're not going to get into that.
I'm not going to talk about his personal life, but I'm just saying he's been open about it. He has mentioned it on numerous times. But Daz has been in an abusive relationship, woman to man,
and same with me.
People are coming at like, the only insults Tate stands have, which clearly he's no fucking taught them anything, is the only insults that they have is, what colour is your fucking Bugatti? And as Daz said in his recent video, which was uploaded yesterday, he would have never bought a Bugatti. He would never buy a Bugatti. And like, someone said to him, like, what colour is your Lamborghini or something, and Daz fucking tweeted back saying, mine's is orange. I was sitting on an orange Lamborghini.
That's what I like about him. He's so good with his comebacks, but not only that, he takes everything to heart. Well, he don't take it to heart, I mean, he takes it as a joke.
That's the thing, Daz takes everything with a pinch of salt. Like, Daz even said in the recent video that he uploaded that he has never been called fat so much in his life than he has this whole week. And I feel like that's saying, like, Daz takes being called fat very well. But
is it? Not only that, is like, other martial artists are basically, they're on Tate's side.
That's saying some cunt called Jake or something, I don't even care.
I don't.
Someone called Jake, basically, he's like a kickboxer or something, basically said to Daz that he's fat, and Daz commented something back, and
the guy said, you need to go to the gym.
You still haven't reached the gym yet. And Daz said something back to him, and all the guy could say was, go eat more donuts. Like, seriously, like, literally, buy a fucking joke book. Like, there's better comebacks in a fucking dad joke book than there is that's coming out of this guy's mouth.
But like, that's what I'm saying, like, Daz he's a great guy, and I'm so glad that, like, he's made it on YouTube. That's
the thing, I was just saying to him as well, like, I would hate to have a 12-year-old boy, a 12-year-old girl at this point in time, because this is the worst time to have a child that's in school and that can freely use the internet. I mean, if it was my child wouldn't be getting on the fucking internet. It's a scary place.
I also said, like, because we have watched Daz's video, we haven't seen the actual video, because why the fuck would we want to watch that? But we've heard it, and I was saying, what if that was that 12-year-old fanboy of Tate's mother, getting slapped about, getting fucking raped? He even said in the video, I'll slap the bitch, choke the bitch, and then shag the bitch. He's basically saying, I'm gonna rape that bitch. And it's...
That's thing, there was another video that was going about as well, where he was like, if he was sitting in like a bed or something, and he was like sitting going on like, he literally, this is what annoys me the most, because this guy thinks he's fucking God's gift. He was sitting in the bed and he was like, welcome to my bedroom, aren't you lucky? Bitch, I will fucking shit on your covers. I will do an Amber Heard. I don't give a shit.
That's the thing. The only thing he said as well that made me laugh is, it was like, welcome to my bedroom, blah blah. He was like, this is only where hot chicks and I go in this bedroom. Like, what the fuck
the only hot chicks you've been getting is fucking lassies that sell their fucking body. Like,
yeah,
come on.
You can't blame them. That's the thing.
That's saying they're making fucking bank. I mean,
yeah,
if
they're
I
making bank, but like, it's proven. He's basically a human trafficker.
That's what he is. That's why he's being investigated by the police.
That's why I was ready. But not only that, he's taking vulnerable girls who are like, oh, she's got a Gucci bag, I want to fucking
You know what annoys me the most, right? And he said in this video where he was in his bedroom, or some other video, where he was like, I only date women from 18 to like 20.
Yeah, no, it's just
like, they women aren't mature enough. I can guarantee you, put you in a fucking ring with Molly McCann, she would kick you up and down the fucking square.
A 12-year-old, actually, a 12 or 13-year-old girl, I swear to God, she is mental, and her parents are awesome for this. She was sat kicking the fuck out of a fucking tree trunk like that. And I'm talking about full-blown fucking punches.
I tell you what, this bark was flying left, right and fucking centre.
Yeah, she was like the girl version of Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan put together. She was amazing. And
she was basically the real-life Hulk.
Aye, pretty much.
That bitch could rip that tree out the fucking flare and throw it at someone.
That's the thing, the tree was literally breaking. It was like, why the hell do we need woodcutters? Just get that bitch in the way.
That's the thing, like, obviously I'm a woman, so I have very, very, very strong views about Andrew Tate, and I will stick by their views no matter what. Mainly because he seems to be taking all his anger and frustration out on women, which I didn't get. Like, if you have a problem, go see a therapist.
I think maybe, I don't know if it came from his childhood or if it came from him being like in a bad relationship to the point where he's like, oh, I need to treat women like they are shit. Like, I've just gone to the toilet, took a Ben Franklin in the toilet, and I picked the bitch up. Like,
that's the thing, I didn't think it's come for his past. I think it's come for him growing up and seeing women as, I didn't care if this is how his dad was, but I think he's grown up to believe that women are his objects, women are his prized possessions.
Yeah, like their property.
Like, what annoyed me the most is in one of the videos he was like, if a woman cheats, she's to get a beating, but if a guy cheats, he's basically a fucking walking god.
Yeah,
like, it makes no difference. You're still a cheat. You're still a piece of shit for cheating.
Any woman or any guy that cheats, in my eyes, is gonna be someone I don't want to be around. Like, I hate cheats, I hate liars, I hate anything to do with that sort of thing. You get into a relationship with a person, not to spend your rest of your life with them, but because you want that person. And for me, it's like I got with my girlfriend because I love her and I want her. That's it. There's no other woman I'm gonna look at and go, oh, well, I think I'll just go and get my fucking hole off her.
That's the thing. I know someone that's very, very close to me that's been in an abusive relationship, and I can almost fucking guarantee you, if any man put their fucking hands around my neck or slapped me with a belt, they're getting a fucking hammer across their kneecaps and the fucking end of it will be shoved up their arse. No man will ever lay a hand on me, and I can promise you that now. And if I come back in fucking 20 years time and tell you that a man's put their hand on me, then something went fucking wrong.
Well, I'm saying it's both ways, you know. One of my friends got abused by his ex-girlfriend, and it weren't pretty. Like, it was full-blown punches. It weren't like just normal stuff, if you know what I mean. They were physical, mental, and that fucked him up to a point where even now it's like paranoia is the worst feeling.
That's the thing. I feel like when people see, especially like years ago, when people saw abuse in the streets, whether it was physical, mental, or anything, they wouldn't step in and say anything. I mean, the person that, like, I've just mentioned, like, they were, 7 months pregnant, getting beaten at a bus stop with other people there, and no one stopped to help.
I know.
Like, it's sad, but I feel like nowadays life has taken a big stretch to the point where people see this shit and they're not happy with it.
Women, and like Daz said, women have been fighting for the rights, because he was saying, oh, man's the breadwinner, man's the alpha male. No, females are alpha males as well.
That's
you
the thing.
Think about it.
Daz was saying females, one, are a lot mentally stronger than a man. I mean, we've fought for the rights for years to even just vote.
Look at the lady who fought for racism. I'm not racist. I never will be. I've got a lot of friends that are Asians or different, they're different, coloured. I don't know, they're coloured, I should say. I don't want to be like that. But they're coloured people, and there was one woman who sat on a bus one day. She was a coloured woman. And that's what made racism go out. She refused to get off the bus because she was black.
That's the thing. I'm not homophobic. I'm not racist. I'm not misogynistic. I'm just an average person. A person that wants rights for everyone. I've had plenty of different races friends, like in school and out of school and stuff like that. I've had plenty. My auntie's like a lesbian. She's married. Like, this stuff doesn't affect me, but when people then talk about racism and homophobia and stuff like that, that's when it affects me, because now you're affecting me personally, because my auntie's a lesbian. Well, if you were to see my auntie in the street, how would you react? Because I wouldn't like my auntie to come, go back home and feel like she cannot be who she is.
But that's what I'm, we watched recently about EastEnders, some storyline, fucking great storyline as well, where Ben and his husband got jumped, and basically it was homophobic people beating up.
They were basically a gang member, and they basically were homophobic. They didn't like gays. They sold drugs. They were into fraud and stuff like that. And they actually jumped Callum at EastEnders. And Ben got... I didn't care what's wrong with him. I think he's got epilepsy or something. Or some sort of... something to do with his brain anyway. And he just couldn't move. He just... froze, and ever since he's never been the same.
He got scared, but even that, the reason that storyline is so great is because Ben wouldn't even hold Callum's hand
in the street.
In the streets, where before he would hold it, he would kiss him, he would hug him, and he'd do it publicly. But he got scared because
he didn't want it to happen again.
Yeah, he didn't want it to happen again, but that's the world we're living in. That's happening all over the world, where gays feel like they have to stay inside, or they get scared because if they walk down the street and they come out in their own skin. No. Like I say about the Bible, like, I'm not a Bible basher. But I said this to my priest at high school. Turned around and said, if God put us in our own image, why is it a sin to be gay or a lesbian or anything to do with different sex? If you want to be a transgender, you be a transgender. If you're not comfortable feeling like you want to be a boy, like you don't feel like a boy, you want to be a girl, you be a girl.
That's the thing, I didn't ken why people can't just let other people live their lives. Like, if I was a lesbian or if you were gay, that doesn't change anyone else's life. The world doesn't stop spinning because we exist.
See, this, like, my brother came out as bisexual. Now, he got with one of his great friends. They're still friends to this day. They're not together, but
move this back a bit.
What happened was, he sent me a message saying, you know, Clown, I need to tell you something. And I'm like, what? So we meet up for a coffee and he brings his boyfriend along. Boyfriend, just a diamond in the dozen. You know, he's one of them dudes that is just so pure-hearted, so good, that you wouldn't want to harm him. Like, he's harmless as a butterfly, I should say. But he turned around to me and went, I'm gay. Like, I'm going out with my boyfriend. I'm not going to mention names. I'm going out with my boyfriend. And I was like, oh, Nick, thanks. Like, thanks for telling us, you know. I went like, oh my god, you fucking disgusting, get away, like a pansy or something. Like, I was so proud of him coming out, and I weren't shocked, and I weren't like angry, I weren't upset. I was happy for it.
Last thing, man, is just recently got married. I think maybe 2019, I think. I want to say 2019, which isn't a long time, but they have been together since I can remember, which is a long fucking time. And I have never ever once been like, I don't want to see you kiss, or I don't want to see you hold hands in the street. Like, I've never been like that, not only because I was brought up like that, but because my family means everything to me, and to see even just one of them happy, that just makes my world complete. Like, I could never ever see Manny walk down the street and be beaten, or hear about her being beaten in the street for holding her wife's hand, or for kissing her wife at a bar, or even for just being near her wife in the street. Like, I couldn't live, and I didn't think anyone else in my family could, because they are probably, I'm not even joking, they are probably the happiest couple in my family.
And it's just a normal couple, that's how I see it. If you're happy, you're happy. But Andrew Tate doesn't see that. He sees like that being like, because he thinks he's God. He
calls
like,
himself the G.
Yeah, like the G.
The fucking G string, bitch.
The G, like, literally, that's
G actually means gimp.
Yeah.
Which is also another saying for gay.
Aye, but gay used to mean happy. But I'm saying, like, Andrew Tate sees people like Daz and like us, especially us, more like me and you, because we haven't got millions and millions of subscribers, whereas Daz has and all these other YouTubers has. But like I said, I'm so proud that Daz has.
This is why I love Daz so much, because he uses his platform for the better. He's no like Jake Paul, who uses his platform for the money and the fans and getting into boxing rings with some random cunts that I've never fucking heard of.
Which I did want to say, like, I have a lot of respect for like KSI and his music. To be quite fair, he has some good music. That's all I'm gonna say. But how the fuck did he get famous for screaming at a TV about fucking football? Like, what is it with people's
That's because
obsession?
the world was different then.
Yeah, but what is people's obsession over FIFA? Like,
that's the thing, to be quite fair, KSI is getting back into the boxing, but he's no, like, he doesn't take that shit seriously. And like Jake Paul said on the Impulsive podcast and all this shit, that he wants this to be his job. Like, mate, you're a YouTuber. Like, come on, you have the dream job. You sit at home and make content. You have the dream job. Why do you literally... I didn't get why boxers and shit want to be boxers. Why do you get in a ring and want to be beaten? Why do you want to be fucking punched in the face?
Fucking TikTokers and YouTubers become fucking boxers?
No, but just in general, like, why does Conor McGregor want to go in a ring and be punched in the face? I wouldn't.
Bank.
But you're making bank. But you're making bank off of fucking YouTube, TikTok. I mean, look at fucking Charli D'Amelio. She's got almost as many or more followers than PewDiePie. She's making fucking millions off of a 15-second video.
Well, that's how.
Why wouldn't you take that as a job? I would love to sit in my bedroom 24/7, like we're doing now, talking to myself for 10-15 minutes and make fucking money off of that.
Talk to yourself.
I am talking to myself.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's a bit fucked up about how, like, they are, like, how Andrew Tate views everything. But like I said, he probably thinks we're the insects. We're on an anthill, and he's the little specky kid with a fucking magnifying glass. And I can say that because I wear specs.
That's saying, like, I've got a lot to say about Andrew Tate, but I didn't ken how to word it to the point where it's like, I'm no being a dick. Like, I didn't mind being a dick to Andrew Tate. I really couldn't give a fuck. But I mean, it's YouTube, so it's like, we have to keep it PG. I could say a lot of fucking bad things about this guy, but
calling it PG, yet we're stood here going, fucking
yeah,
dickhead.
but let's be real, what 12-year-old isn't he swearing at this time and age? But, like, about the rape as well, like, mate.
The R word.
Mate, didn't even start me with that shit. No one, absolutely no one, deserves to go through that. Like, at all. Even just sexual assault, being touched where you didn't want to be touched after telling someone no. No one deserves that.
So I knew a friend in school, and I'm not going to mention her name. We used to go to this lad for fags, and one day we're at school and we're chilling out and we needed fags, and he was a bit of like an absolute cunt. Like, when it came to boys, you know, it was basically, you know, tick, getting stuff on tick.
Which is basically getting stuff where you didn't pay your funeral for the UK, and then you pay them back eventually.
Yeah. Well,
whenever
you pay them back later.
Like it. It's tick's basically, you take something off of someone, you say you're going to pay it back, and you never fucking do it.
Yeah, but it's tick. She was like, oh, I'll take you 3 fags, one for me, one for my best mate, and one for her. And he was like, aye, if you give me, you know.
Basically, if you sucky wucky.
Yeah, best time. And she was like, aye, but we were so used to hearing him say that to, like, girls and stuff like that. We thought it was a joke. And he was playing it off like a joke. So, anyway, it's after school. And she walks home. And their house is about 15-20 minutes away. But he lives nearer to where she lives. And she's on the main road walking home where she thinks she's safe. But on the left side, there's like a wooded area. It's like full of wooded. You cannot see out there. He grabbed her, raped her.
Or murder.
Yeah.
Not trying to get them on.
Yeah. And it weren't pretty. And she was never the same again after that. Like, even she started seeing someone and they broke up with her because, you know, he weren't getting the wuggy, which is not everything about a relationship. But she got with someone else and they're married now. They have their first kid together.
That's the thing, like,
amazing. But she went through trauma.
I know someone that happened to, and they actually got pregnant and miscarried that baby. But I have very strong views about the R word, and it really annoys me. It angers me when people lie about it. Men and women, not just women.
But it can happen to both.
But it really angers me when people lie about it, because I know someone that's lied about it multiple times. I know someone that's lied about miscarriages. I mean, just horrendous things, and it really, really upsets me. Mainly because I had my own experiences, not with the R word, but stuff I'm not going to talk about on here. But it does really upset me, and I don't think that people that are lying about it, and like, you can tell when someone's lying about it. They're not hysterical when they're telling you. They're not like taking deep, like, you know, like taking deep breaths when they're telling you, or they're hesitant, or they're scared that you're not going to believe them. That's why they're hesitant. They're very just upfront. They're very just like, yeah, this happened, it's fine. And this is what annoys me with people like that, because like, it's just not nice for anyone to go through that, let alone going through it in the moment, but afterwards as well. It's a long-term thing, and like, people need years and years to even just come to terms with it. And if you're gonna sit and lie about it, you're the type of person I don't want to associate with. Like,
so, that's the thing, is a lot of people that do stupid stuff for attention, like lie about stuff, and it's just because they want their attention and they want someone. Like, one of my friends was this psychological liar, a compulsive liar, was lie about stupid things like, I've got a fancy car.
I've got a Mars bar in my bag. I don't.
And we know him personally. Well, I know him a lot more than you, but he's an Xbox friend, and he lies about everything. I mean, he was saying that he had the PS5 before it even got announced. He was like, I've got the PS6, as he was calling it. And it was like, no, it's the PS5.
Last thing, he, like, so I basically met said friend through Xbox as well. And then I met him through Facebook. And when this friend found out, oh my god.
It went... The thing is, I never had anyone. And
I had his brother on Facebook, that's why he added me.
Yeah, like, she had my brother and also my brother's ex, Roy, who, they're still friends. That's who I was on about.
I love how you're like, I'm not going to name names. You just fucking outed them.
Beep it out.
This is a live stream, love. Ain't no beeping.
Oh, fuck it. But yeah. I added her because of that, but like 2 days before I added her,
this friend,
Derek.
I don't want to name and shame, but I kind of do.
Derek.
Derek. Derek the Dick.
Basically was like, oh, go through my friends list, I'll do whatever you want. And at this time, I just got an Xbox One, and I wanted, you know, like to play like COD with some friends and stuff like that, because I'm a PS4 dude, so, you know, my PS4 got robbed, but, you know.
I wonder if I still have the messages from said friend Derek.
But, yeah, like, that's how we met, anyway. And then I asked her out a week later.
Yeah, he was pissed. So you messaged me like a while back. I don't know, just fucking search.
Oh, fucking no.
I know it's on.
Can you view the members?
Anyway, you talk whilst I find it.
So, yeah, like, what is it with this Big Brother shit as well? Like,
I don't know. Right, no, I've deleted them. Maybe, if that was actually the account.
it might be the wrong one.
I don't know.
Why don't you just
Fucking
tell
thing.
him what you said?
So basically, he messaged me and he was like, Clown's a dick, which is his nickname, by the way. He was like, Clown's a dick, blah blah blah. He uses people. He's basically just like a fat shit in my arse, is what he was trying to say.
He was basically saying I was using her for sex, money. Basically, she was my hoe.
Pretty much. I was his side chick, as he would call it.
Yeah. But yeah, he was trying to get like, because I met someone else through him. Can't remember her name, but she's not from here, and we were talking on Discord. Sorry, we were talking on Discord. We did a video call, all three of us, and she was talking about like English words for like warm and hot and stuff, and she was like, I'm all sweaty, but what do you say when it's like warm weather and stuff? And I was like, what, you mean hot? And she was like, yeah. And that's all she was on about. And he tried to twist it and say that I was saying that she was hot, as in like I wanted to bang.
Anyway, I can't find the messages, but basically he just tried to tell me that like Owen uses people. He said something about like he knows some girl that Owen's been out with, and this pish, I don't fucking know. But he was basically just saying that Owen's a piece of shit and that you should stay a million feet away from him. And I had messaged him back and I basically said, I've been used before, I will get used again. He didn't like that answer. Bear in mind, this man is like 30. Like, he's in his 30s, right? Late 20s, early 30s. He got his mother to message me like some shit along the lines of like, why are you being horrible to my Derek boy? I'm not gonna say his real name, but why are you being horrible to my boy? He's done nothing wrong. Blah 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 blah. He's got a fucking golden spoon hanging out his ass. And I basically just messaged his mum back and I was like, your son's a dick. If he wants to act like a dick, I will treat him like a dick. Like,
It'd be the same with your other friend, Jack, who came up here for your birthday.
oh yeah, we'll get on to that, don't you worry. But basically his mum messaged me and then Derek was like, I'm blocking you, and I was like, okay, schoolboy, fucking block me, bitch.
Way before.
Okay. And then he was basically just saying like, He unblocked me before I got to block him. He unblocked me and he was like, thought we were friends. And I was like, listen, we were friends until you started acting like a twat. That's when we have a problem. If you're gonna try, like, tell him to add people on your Xbox and then complain when he adds me, like, then we have a problem. But when he actually found out, well, when he noticed that he had added me on Facebook, I don't actually know how he found out because I didn't have him on Facebook at that time. That was another problem with my niece and stuff. But I didn't actually have Derek on Facebook at that time. And for some reason, he found out that he had added me. And he was constantly on at me, like, every single day, non-stop, message after, like, message, constantly. And he was like, are you talking to... Because he didn't tell me that his nickname was Clown, so I was like, who the fuck's that? And then he was like, Owen, are you talking to Owen? Like, are you two dating? And I was like, no, we're not dating, we're just mates, like, get over yourself. And then when he found out we were dating, that's when the messages started, and we added him in a party, and he was just fucking...
The way I see it is, like, I keep my personal life to myself. If I'm dating someone, I'm not going to tell my Xbox friends. I'm not going to be like, yeah, we're dating. I keep that separate because I've had friends in the past that have had so much problems with dating with people.
That's the thing, we didn't really make it official though until almost a month after we, like, so obviously we met over Facebook and we said that we were dating, but we didn't really class it as dating until we met.
Yeah, it was like flirting.
And at that point, that was when Derek was messaging us, but we didn't really class it official, and this is why we didn't tell him we were official until the 18th of December, when we first met.
I said to Cole that I liked her, and obviously I found her attractive, and
he found me hot.
Also,
can we just point out, this is the first time we've ever done a podcast where I haven't looked like a homeless person.
Shut up, you never look homeless, you look beautiful.
But
anyway,
you wake up to my smelly breath.
Shut up! Right?
Everyone.
We're talking. Okay. This is what we're like every day. But, yeah, it was like, we met on the 18th of December. I came up, stayed at a hotel. And it was great. It was like, I was leaving.
To be quite fair, we say it was great. We did have a lot of problems with my side of the family.
Yeah, but we won't get
into that.
But the day I was leaving, she had to go home early. The day I was leaving, I had to wait like 2 hours for a train to get back. Delays, COVID.